Welcome back, guys. I'm super excited to be introducing this gentleman because gone were the days we watch him on television, we listen to his music everywhere. Let me take my time. My guest this afternoon is Ghanaian rapper, singer, and CEO of Tree Pop Records. His real name is Darlington Ejekum, but on stage, he's best known as Dr. Crime, aka D Crime. Doc, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
You said Doc.
It's a Doc for us. Yes. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
We're talking, you guys were the superstars. We used to watch your phone sites. Yeah, I mean, and I'm so glad we get to have a conversation. Yeah, even though we'll be talking more about Odovesa. That's the new song we are promoting. Go watch as we are speaking. You can check it out on YouTube. But then before we talk about Odovesa, let's just go back. First of all, let me ask. From the beginning, was it deliberate to be part of the brand? Because even though you're in Kaftan,
you're
still
I'm
in.
still rapping.
Yes, you're rapping.
First of all, can I speak Tree?
Oh, Kachi, yeah,
It's here for you know, I like to greet everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a productive year for all of us. So since we're here, I admire.
Yeah.
And with the cup thing, mean to me pinpointed when exactly, but I've always been in cup way before fame.
Okay.
Yes, way before fame. And I think that is something that, first of all, I chose it because I bought to give shades from Ariano.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yes. And two, it's something that when you have collections of them, it can easily match your whatever you were putting on. People like to match their shoes, watches, shades, and all that. I chose the cup thing. So I chose something that I have to be comfortable with as well. If you start to use a coat, it's a drop about Lacoste, never t-shirt. Right. But with me, it's always been this.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how I twist it or no matter what I do, you have to always think of the longevity before you even start something.
Yeah.
So that's what.
So it's not like would they hide anything?
No, but I bet in the future, I bet because sometimes when I go somewhere, it's so deep down that people can hardly even see my eyes. They only see the nose and the mouth. And then until I, raise it up a little bit, they go like, oh, it's really him.
It's him.
So it's like, I didn't even see what was going to happen in the future, but tada, I'm here.
Tada. It's been part of the brand.
Yep.
But then let's talk more. I mean, most of us realized that D Crime became very popular after participating in a rap competition that was Kasahari level.
That's true.
Alongside Sarkodie, Stage A, Opanka,
Macho rapper,
all the
among
Tema
others, But is Kasahari level the genesis of the journey? Did it start there?
No, actually. Way before Kasahari. First of all, big ups to Dr. Duncan. He gave us the platform to feel how radio station is like. Because we could only hear it. We never knew how inside looked like. So I always say God bless him for giving us that platform. But before Kasahari, way back in Tema, we had something called, we had a place called Subin Valley.
Swimming?
No, Subin Valley.
Subin Valley.
Yeah, it's like a complex.
Okay.
It's more like a community center. Now, as far back as 99 and 2000, anytime that we're about to have a show, whether Miss BC, SSC, or all of them shows, we have to do rehearsals first. And that place, it was more like a show before the main show.
Okay.
Yes, and that side was yeah. So it was one of them platforms that really made every cadet become a soldier. Yes, because with a cadet, it's important, but it's more of amongst school. But when you become a soldier, it's more like you're well trained.
Yeah.
So that's what when I mean cadet, I mean in music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So Subin Valley was one of the platforms. We had another one called Freaky Friday. That happened in Tema as well. It was one of the platforms as well. This is way before Kasahari.
Yeah.
And we had another one called, it was like a Bambara Sport. It was a Community 9. These are all wayside freestyle rap.
Yeah.
So on the streets of Tema, a lot of people knew our names.
Okay.
Some, fine. Some could know our songs by our voices, but couldn't really tell the faces. So when Kasahari came, it gave us that wide spread or wide range of our voice going beyond Tema boundaries.
Okay.
Before, again, another thing that really made the face come out was same Dr. Duncan. He had a show called WhatsApp TV. Yes. We had a battle thing on TV, competition, and of course I won. So there's always been a step from 1, 2, 3.
To
So
the other. Yeah. And from all that you said, we can hear that Tema community played a role in your success story. So I'll ask, how instrumental would you say the Tema community, the place, actually helped tell your success story?
Well, the good thing is that the competition amongst ourselves, even though it was being repped by communities, same time we always wanted to take the name Tema to the world. So when we move outside Tema, we don't say I'm representing Community 7, which of course that was where I was born. But because we are raising the name Tema high, they gave us that support as well, because they are proud to mention that, I am in the same community with Asumesi, or I went to school with this very gentleman. So that's what made the whole Tema vibe become so blossom. And one thing that made us exceptional in music, let me tell people out there, even though there's competition amongst ourselves, we were best known for tongue twisting.
Okay.
So everybody could rap, but when you hear the tongue twisting, you'd be like, these boys did the warrior. Because it makes you ponder, like what's really going on with their lips and their tongues and all that. That's what made Tema exceptional. So way back, even before people could really hear our names, we had groups like Z Clan, Culture Rhyme. They were all doing this tongue twisting thing. So when they go outside Tema, people always want to mention that group or that people from that community. They remember them with tongue twisting.
Yeah. Let me just finalize with this question. The reason why I asked what has Tema done, or Tema playing a role, how instrumental have they been in your success journey? In recent times, do you feel that artists have the backing of their community supporting what they do? Because if you are coming from Tema, it's a whole fraternity.
Right.
And everyone is proud to say, I'm repping Tema. You come to DC, they are DC rappers, they are also coming.
Yeah.
They don't like mention Adenta, I'll also mention Adenta. You come to Adenta, you see, everyone was repping. Now there's Manifest, Madina. Oh, don't worry. You go to North K, Joy B. You see, right now, do we still have the community backing artists that are in the game, that are owning their crafts?
I would say yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, in the sense that, of course, everybody will be proud to mention that, he's my neighbor, or he's in my next lane. I attended the same school with him. So they still would love to tell people out there. But with the social media now, a lot of people belong to a lot of communities now, not necessarily, how do I say it?
Their society, their area.
They have their own hashtags and a certain, we the gang community, we the black community and all that.
The gang community on what? Yeah, on Snapchat.
They are? I just said it, I didn't know, So I'm not the Bono for the real community name. People don't really hear it now. They only roll with the hashtags and the things that has been formulated. So yes, people are still supporting artists or creative acts from their communities, but it is not. The circle was small, so you could easily tell. But now it's really big.
It's huge,
and
they go for their fan base.
Yes,
all of that.
I
mean, for people who have watched this show before, my question may sound like a cliche because I'll ask every time an artist that comes here,
and it's important to ask.
Yes, and it is dear to my heart because as a Tema boy,
yes, sir.
We saw the superstars with us before they came out on TV. So as someone went to Robert's Memorial behind the stadium, Mantedi Park, taste and see. Those times we see all of you. I will let you know that we there. We see all of you at taste and see. You're sitting, you're seeking, you're doing everything you're doing. And we saw people like our superstars.
That's true.
But times have moved on that now we do not see anybody in Tema, and that really hurts me. Even those days there was I don't know if Madia no
Carnival.
This thing they used to do at the stadium. Forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've forgotten. But it was a very big thing. Yes. Everybody was coming there. But now, you talk to Tema and, there's nothing really happening. I know you were on another channel where you did a freestyle talking about this.
I did Tema Fest.
Tema Fest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Switcher.
Okay, the Switcher knows that. Tema Fest. So, how important, do you guys still speak? Do you talk about it?
So, let me say shout outs to all people that are still in Tema. And every little time or chance that you have, they still talk about the city. When you priorities necessary. When you grow, the priorities change.
Okay.
Now, as much as we would love to hang out lots of times, God bless mobile phone. Now it's easy. Okay, before you go know that call go 10, 1 hour, 2 hour. Nobody say those days we don't get phone, but then those days we had time. So then we all go plan, say 7 o'clock or 4 o'clock, make we meet for here, leisure sports, make we meet for Monte Carlo, make we meet for Vienna and all that. But now you stumble upon them by chance. Except maybe probably few times that maybe you guys really plan to really hang out.
Yeah.
Now we meet for backstage. Yeah, because you're on the show, I'm on the show. You know, hey Charlie, what's up? Hey, the last time, come on. Or maybe probably we meet in the same studio. You are about to come take your your mixed mastered song. Then we vibe. It means things have evolved. Things have grown. We say we don't go love link.
Yeah.
But
I could understand that. But the city itself, now if you go to Tema 21, there's no spirit. See, truthfully, anybody who lives in Tema now knows this. There's no spirit of show business in Tema. Listen, the media stations in Tema, Wabankan, they've all moved to Accra.
This one is speaking
No, they've all moved from Accra. I can mention only two stations that are left in Tema.
Yeah.
One is old.
Yeah.
GBC's Obonu.
FM.
And then there's one that came up recently. It's around the Community 3 beach. They
Yes,
have plan
B.
or something like that.
Yes.
So we cannot, and we have all the factories, all the companies.
Yeah.
Cannot make a case for ourselves to be able to get something that will be running to get the city going on.
See, we the creative heads, right? As much as we want to be creative all the time, sometimes we need that entrepreneurs, to even enlighten us the more. Because everybody thinks they are right. Me, we are there right now. Sometimes if you go somebody in short up, then you start thinking, oh, this is how you do them. No. Because you think you're creative. Or maybe probably when you jumped on the stage, you are the one that they are hailing. But if they take left you, because you say be bigger than what you know. Now, with this creative herds that I'm talking about, we have people that they be my way. They just go plan everything and present it to the artist. But sometimes to them today, they make emotions, they lead them small. So they make plenty self they chuck somewhere with their nice creative minds. Let me be frank and point blank. Tema, we always talk about the unity and everything and all that. Ask yourself, if DR CRYME is not putting project together to put a lot of people together, how come other people are not following up?
Okay.
It's a good question. I mean, I'm giving you an example. I used to do Tema All-Star Soccer Fiesta like 5 or 6 times, 6 editions and all that. After I wasn't doing it anymore, it's gone.
Nobody continued.
Are you saying people are not creative? They are.
They are.
They could have just followed.
Yeah.
Maybe any pabako. And they say unjuma doso awoye ni nyina, right? Unjuma doso awoye ni nyina in the sense I am the one creating this. I have to create other avenues as well. So what? I did Tema All-Star. Everybody come wine.
Yeah.
That was 32 artists on the song.
Wow.
Ask yourself, how did I assemble them? Again, number one, I was being selfless. And I've always been selfless.
Yeah.
But my selflessness, I don't keep it to myself. I like to bring people together. Someone
who continue. Yeah.
If somebody doesn't follow, it means that you're hanging like you are talking about today. Yeah. So with the Tema Fest thing, I know shouts to Swansea and other crews, they used to do Facebook or Mutual Party and all those stuff. Doesn't mean that if they are not doing it, somebody else can't continue.
Yeah.
That is how come we're having this big space and gap.
Maybe priorities.
Right. And the thing is also that, back in the days we have DR CRYME, stages, accordion. But today, do we even have new breed of artists that are taking over that are also from Tema? Do we even hear a lot about them like we used to?
But
hear
they
about
champion
DR
the
CRYME
community sort of feeling.
Maybe there's even a gap between the likes of DR CRYME and the new ones that are upcoming. And that's the problem.
Another problem that I have seen is that because social media has made things so simple, the world is in our palm, right?
Yeah.
So then instead of most of these upcoming artists to learn and consult, they feel like, they are rocking the same microphone with you, they are rocking the same stage with you, then so they're rich. Now, 2 people that I knew you can't advise is a rich man and a woman will fall in love.
Upcoming art, right?
Yeah, but now I feel like I won't add them. Yes, I won't add them because Some are digital celebrities. Right. They have the numbers online. But maybe in reality, if me and you go Kintampo, from the entrance, they go mention my name, enter Bimbila. But maybe probably you're a TikToker with 1 million views, but it's that community that know you. They know they find the solution or the source. But you see, sometimes all your opinion is who fear. So you gotta stay back, watch. And if you have to approach, you do it at the right time. If not, yes, I said you it's
true. Just before you come in, I mean, he's been in the industry for 10 years.
Let me come in first.
He's been in the industry for 10, more than 10 years. He's been for a very long time. Yeah, I would like to know your thoughts on the Ghana music industry. How helpful is it, even for young arts, for you guys, your time? How helpful has the Ghanaian music industry been for you?
Well, first of all, I give props to Ghana music because maybe some might know me from my crutch days, some might know me from my primary days, but that was like a good people but small circle. The Ghana music industry has taken me worldwide. That in the Yebodina, or when you mention tree pop, globally known, but I'm still representing my country, Ghana. So God bless the music industry. Every time we could always upgrade. We would never say let me say this, it's never enough. Any day, any time, we can always upgrade. Wherever that we find the lapses in there, we need to find solutions to it. We can speak on matters when it comes on the table, but chastise it, solution. That's what I believe in, because sometimes when you sit home and you listen to some of the things that come, we ask yourselves, hey, we be the same people who make we go carry the bigger awards. We be the same people who try and turn cake and back, so I feel like as much as you did fire burn, same time find solutions. Yes, because the ultras are no names say
Yes, and when we talk about DR CRYME, way back in the days, I remember in 2011 was when you released Kill Me Shy, right? Shy. Yes, because I was a huge fan back then. And
now you are not a fan.
I'm coming to my question. I'm coming to my question. But the thing is that you were not able to sustain that sort of fame. What happened? Because I mean, when I listened to Kill Me Shy and the others that you brought up and all that, even your song with Sarkodie and the others. What's the name? Sakura. Yeah, that song. I really like it. Till date, when I listen to it, I dance.
Thank you.
But it's like you couldn't sustain the fame. What happened? Was it finance? Was it creative minds that will advise you or strategize how to sustain that fame? What happened?
First of all, I like how you said I was a fan. She's being sincere. And two, you see, with this music thing, I always tell people I've always been me. I just grow. When I was starting, when I do music, I do good music. Good music is always timeless. Me measure fame. It comes with it. But aside that, I still do my work. Now, even with the renowned artists that at the point, sometimes you might even hear, it's not like they're not releasing, but you might even, it's like a wave. That's why we say music is wavy. If you are not such a cry to me, it's calm. It doesn't mean the sea is not around. So with me, my level of fame, I always tell people, I don't know when. Because at the point, somebody will say, oh, you hear the guy, wait, come. Maybe I'm an old bailer, but you are now hearing it. You understand? So with the Kill Me Shy, maybe you heard it 2011, right?
Yeah.
It was originally recorded 2008. It blew 2010 and beyond. That tells you that me, number one, I get patience, Papa. Yes. Because if it's 2 years before you heard it, or 3 years afterwards, even today, somebody heard it just today. That's the beauty of music. I always say my music, I won't make my music make like happy birthday to you. You might not know who composed it, but it's always timeless.
It's always timeless.
Now, with the fame that comes with it, I always tell people I'm still me. I just grow. Because if at the point somebody feel like, oh, I'm hearing DR CRYME more. That's on Tennessee. Remember, your listenership has also changed. True. You used to listen to a station particularly. Maybe as you see, I was a sound dialing called home podium. And our platforms too that we have with the media as well, now they also choose what they play. Except maybe you was some big budget, be a pumping, you was shoving it down their neck. Then you don't have a choice. They would have to play it. But until then, if you do good music, sometimes you don't really too think of the wavy thing. You let the good music flow. And for all you know, boom, you can always be hearing it back to back. Now, my final advice is, if you have a favorite artist, God bless the internet. All we need to do is sometimes just type him. Then you can be updated with all the things that are happening. Yes, oh, that is more current. Your favorite artist, you know, I know you mentioned my brother Stage J, Opanka and all that. Listenership have changed. They are still releasing. I am familiar and abreast with it. I still listen to Eminem all the time. He's my favorite artist. So anytime that he releases something, I am in tuned. It doesn't mean I have to go listen to that. I'm sorry, I know what he's done now because I'm in tune. That's what we need to do with our favorite artist.
Awesome.
Okay, we are about to talk about Dovisa.
Hey.
But then, I want you to give us a freestyle. So you take what you're
Did you realize that anytime we're speaking, I was like, now?
Now, yeah. Right. So, you know the freestyle one?
Tell me.
The birthday one. The one that has all their advice.
No, that was dear to my heart.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Let's do this right now. Check it out. Microphone check, 1, 2. Rumor na motifa Dr. Crime hunya ye true. Bosome kita was 1986. As I watch your calendar ni ye na made 32, but I'm not 37 though.
I know.
I feel it good. The world is mine. Thank you. Wanna be far too kind. Happy birthday to me. Where we hang tonight, but wait, make I use this platform free my mind. And then me pay Balu, and then me pay my way. The fans around the world me will home all day. Young call life ni fully kakra. No minute kakra bunya kakra chill it and chena ni pada ni akokra. Ha, see opportunity but once. Titema the whole day home. Mama team me up with plans. Ye fatanyom send ye walk up no effort France until you do your aircon level cry into mission on the fans. 1. Tema fue mama yendo do. 2. Unity a minimum article. 3. Your chairman no makana apostle. Tema happen na DJ who when man sa won wabo. Your industrial areas gas some pot. I don't bigger companies to mean try your support. You should buy. Kwame kutia break utia clutch. Pay yes amasa, but you want to chop. First time my boy say ba na obia edashi. Rap move Ferrari one a deco like gas it. Wadashi or tria one kabeten wayase. Obini punch back so champ promise I say so wake up. The game is falling. And here I'm calling. Sakodi and Kwan to be yet. We here supporting. Sorry. Lazy artists and more damn more coffins. R2B's in KB Maye, JJ Rollins.
Wow.
That's right.
You know what time?
Who are the lazy artists?
You're right.
Who are they?
Listen.
Mention some.
No.
Let's talk about that. Don't mind nobody.
No, but you know, artists don't retire. They can only get lazy.
Yeah.
So one good thing is, young artists within 19 to retire.
Yeah.
When they become lazy, they might not be releasing or recording.
True.
But Oban then there and he does something unique, you will definitely gravitate to it.
Okay. But then there's this comic touch you add to your rap. Is it intentional? You know.
That's me.
Because most of your
I play with my face a lot.
Yes.
That's me.
With your
That's why I keep telling
you. You
people.
are hiding it.
You're a bad guy.
Let's talk about Odovisa. That's what you're promoting.
That's true.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's been a long time coming. Like you said, you do everlasting music. What's different about this music, and how do you intend to promote it?
So the good thing is, shout outs to my team, shout outs to Marion, Big Say, Tema Boy, Young C, all my people. The good thing about Odovisa is that it's a vacation song.
Okay.
It's a vacation song. Now, when we talk about vacation, I think many a times people they want the fast tempo, America. Sometimes just chillax, Just gotta chillax. So I did a reggae tune to it. So I'm like, I'd say, Abema me visa, Fiti Ghana to Ibiza. She said, me pay bia me visa. Or said, me pay bia me visa. Me pay no dia me legal. Cause I no seek and hide. Me ni do di a treat time. For the bedum, midum. For the bedum, midum. For the bedum. Midum, Pada Bebo dum, midum, Pada Bebo, Pada Bebo dum, I am Rosem na kato hop, Abani oknu beto, Oda Cindy ma when she bust her gun one, when she bust her gun one, Minimedia me huntina, Ode dia nidia, Media enfno. Si for the bebo dum, Midum. There we go. Midum. Order pizza. Where the bida? When they say now order tia, kona ko pizza.
Me order pizza.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And like, let's talk about how you're trying to promote it. What are the steps? What are the strategies?
So yeah, God bless promotional platforms now. Our distribution companies, if you are on the ground, it's happening. And of course, the video will be coming as well.
Yeah.
It was released whilst I was away. I don't want to Yeah. So.
Oh, we saw that. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Eiffel Tower, as in
right? You know, so I think so far so great. All the Anamontu that we've toured. It's in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I believe that, of course, you know, good listeners would always
appreciate.
Yes, basically. So yeah.
So the video will be out when? Would you give us a date, or we should watch out?
No, I don't like saying watch out, but I know it will be hitting your faces
very soon.
Yes,
very soon. Okay. Thank you very much.
It's like a painless punch.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Darlington. Dr. Crime.
Thank you. Let me real quick. I know my people are watching. You know, my MUG people. When I say, I mean Methodist University Tema though.
Oh.
Yeah, you like Scoop.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you like Scoop.
I say Chini Crocan, I saw Cambrofo.
Oh, Cambrofo. No, Brofo also.
Have you seen someone come for interview and hold a pen?
Like we have less than 1 minute to
wrap it up.
We're wrapping up.
So shout outs to my MUG people. I know they are in tune right now. Shout outs to Miliwan. Shout outs to Halima. Shout outs to my director. Shout outs to Eric, Mr. Eric, and all my lecturers. Actually, they are it's a new phase of education.
Yeah.
Shout outs to my class rep,
Okay.
Kingsford, Kingsford, Bright, and Collins, Latif, all the people. Gina, everybody tuned in right now, and my team. Big shout outs to all my people, man.
Okay, so